And we're happy to return to it once again in its final... Thanks for joining us, football fans. I'm Kate Scott, joined in the booth by my partner, Brock Hewer. And this week, Brock... Cairo Santos out for the opening kick. And we're underway from Soldier Field. Starting from the 5. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So out head the Falcons for their first possession. And leading them out is a master at overcoming adversity before and after being drafted 8th overall in 2024. Out of your alma mater, Washington, it's Michael Penix Jr.
If there's such thing as perfection in the NFL for a quarterback, well, he pretty much achieved it last week. QB rating through the roof. No mistakes, 6 touchdowns. Just a phenomenal day. Hard to replicate, but the consistency and the confidence that can come out of that should endure.
Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2. From the 36. This one's taken in by Otten. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And the Falcons will have a first. Robinson on the inside give. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next. Staying with Robinson. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
And again, they stalled him out at the line. He couldn't get it.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2. They'll run it with Robinson. And he doesn't get the lane he wants or needs. He's going to be taken down at the line. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on down.
And what a battle of wills we just got to see. Fighting in the trenches on a 4th down run. Trying to play conservative, keep it on the ground to power it across. But there was no overcoming a front. Just as equally motivated to get off the field.
So out come the Bears, ready for their first possession. And they're brought out by a player with immense expectations and promise in the league. He was picked 1st overall in 2024 out of USC, Caleb Williams.
As you take the field coming off of a real late season bye, you just want to maximize what last week was all about. Making sure that physically, mentally, emotionally you're recharged so you can go attack the final stretch of this season.
And he gets his offense forward to the 44-yard line. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. On the ground, it's Herbert again. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks. Williams to throw on first. Fires right away, but incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And it's gonna be 2nd down. Williams from the gun. A quick throw is swatted away, incomplete. Jahan Dotson, the intended receiver. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Tight end going in motion here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense. And now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks. And sacks in this league often leads to wins.
On 4th down, it's Torrey Taylor on for the Bears to punt this away. And this will put an end to the drive after it's stalled out. Fair catch called for and brought in at the 11. The Falcons and running back Bijan Robinson getting set to begin another drive. And he has just shredded NFL defenses so far this season. You can see he's sitting second right now across the league in rushing yards. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Gervon Dexter escorted him to the ground. Now after that play, we've got somebody shaken up, and you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Another carry for Robinson. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of about 3, so a third of what they needed. 3rd and 6 coming up. Penix working from the gun. And there it is. He just kept choosing to go backward, partner. And now he's all the way in his own end zone for a safety. Cannot believe it. Well, correct me if I'm wrong, partner, but I thought we were coming here to call an NFL game. But this is starting more like a baseball game. 2-0 here in the bottom of the first. No, just kidding. Still there's the first quarter here this afternoon.
Yeah, it feels like a pitcher's duel too, right? I mean, it's just a low-scoring affair here out the gate. I'll tell you what this does do, though, Kate. Right, in this world of analytics and looking at scores, this starts to screw that just conventional wisdom up. When you get an oddball like this, a safety early, just watch over the course of this game how it may affect. Coaches.
They're out and set. 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Williams. That's complete. Cole Kmet gets it ahead. Has about 5 yards. A.J. Terrell making that stop. Offense to the line for 2nd down.
At the 34-yard line.
From the 34. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Working from the gun, Williams. That's into the hands of Moore. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down. From the gun, Johnson. And he's able to get this down to the 36. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
He's pushed straight ahead, nets maybe a yard at most. Jesse Bates getting up for the stop that time. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
At the 35-yard line.
Another carry for him. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Call it 1 yard there. So consecutive 1-yard runs brings up 3rd and 8. Now Williams. Pass caught by Adunze. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. Ooh, after that play, we can tell he's hurting. He's someone they need to help their playoff hopes. Training staff working on him now. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, Williams. On the move, headed right. He takes it himself. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. From the red zone now. And that's going to be brought in. Touchdown, Chicago! The Bears grow their early lead to 8. DJ Moore, the touchdown. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Extra point is good by Santos. And the Bears push the lead to 2 scores now. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. His return starts at the 5. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Falcons and this running back headed back out for a new series. And among his touchdowns out of the backfield this season, this one is notable. On that last drive, he hit a benchmark that he's been pushing for. On 1st down, here's Penix. Complete, it's Bijan Robinson. He'll work it a couple of yards past the line. Jalen Johnson with the stop.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions.
And he won't escape. The Bears take him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
That sure ended up being worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Penix here from the gun. And he's in trouble and gets brought down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. It's a 2-score game early. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. The Falcons getting ready for the punt. And he's in a real tough spot for his first kick. And he gets it away from his end zone. Punt taken at midfield. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Bears and Caleb Williams running out for their next drive. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And it's going to be Bears football. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Able to get it to Moore. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. 3rd and just 2 to go. Pressure comes, Williams. It's tipped away and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down.
You know, as a QB, I'm going to note that in the back of my head. That was a heck of a break. Knocks the ball away. DBs like that, they tend to, once they get one hand on the ball, have a pretty good beat on you and can get 2 hands on it the next time.
Completed over the middle. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs. They're set up at the 35 now. Sticking in the air, it's Williams. Moore's got it. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. 2nd and 3 now.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 28. Finds him over the middle. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
He'll throw it yet again. His quick throw knocked away, incomplete. Clean breakup on that throw. So it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Williams will look to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
And he has the Chicago touchdown! The Bears push their lead to 15. DJ Moore the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Santos now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bears take a 16-point lead. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Fielded at the 7. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Onto the field runs the Atlanta offense. And after that opposing score, Brock, they find themselves taking over down 16. 1st and 10, around to Robinson. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. Penix looking to pass. He's got it over the middle. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Okay, you give him much of the credit for this early lead. Heck, give every player in that defense now their 4th sack of this game credit. Because that ambush on the quarterback, a big reason why they're in control of this game.
Trying again following the sack. He fires one deep down the right sideline. And that's incomplete, and he's happy. Compared to, well, the alternative. Looked like it was going to be picked there. Penix facing a 3rd and long. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? We chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Begins his return at the 16. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Officially a 55-yard launch. And they'll get ready to go on offense. The tight end going in motion right. First down, Williams. Short pass brought in. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Arnold Ebiketie makes it there for the stop. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They motion the tight end over. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Just couldn't find Rome Odunze there. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. Williams from the gun. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and 3rd downs critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
And he'll get under this one and make the fair catch at the 19-yard line. No return on that punt. And the Falcons will take over. The Falcons ready for their next possession. They struggled to produce on that last series, but better results ahead as they take possession here. Penix on first down. Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
On 2nd down, Robinson. His foray up the middle, and that's about 3. Sent to the ground by Austin Booker.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down. They'll bring out the punter here. To return, Mecole Hardman. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. He has it at the 33. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. And that punt gets up to 59 yards. And it's going to be their football coming up. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Completes this one to Jahan Dotson. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. To throw is Williams. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Another try following the sack. Able to find Dotson here. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line.
The nice thing about a drag route is it works versus zone. You can find that soft spot and get a completion, but they can be very effective when you got an excellent route runner running away on that drag route from man coverage.
Williams to throw on 3rd. Has the connection to Odunze. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Williams to throw on 1st. That one's caught along the left sideline. And he officially gets them into the red zone before going out at the 20. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. Has it at the 7. And in for the Chicago touchdown. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they've paid the price over and over and over again.
Santos now for the extra point. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker.
Foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So they tag him for roughing the kicker. And now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Falcon offense headed out. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Penix working from the gun. Got a man, it's Drake London. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. Penix now on 1st down. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be its second, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. From the shotgun, Penix. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And then brings up 3rd down.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
And he's going nowhere there. Add that to what's been a tough afternoon for him. The Bears decide to call their first time out. So out now comes the punter. Jukes out a one-stop. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Bears headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And we're all hoping his hot start can continue. He's been putting up some numbers early in this contest. First down throw by Williams. Forced out to his right. Now here he goes. A pickup there of 39. And that's good for a Bears first down.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
They send a tight end in motion. Working from the gun, Williams. That throw finds Kmet. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. Timeout Chicago. It uses its second. They have themselves another 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, Chicago. Ooh, baby, Brock. This one has gotten well out of hand.
You think so? I think this is utter domination. Going to be a lot of questions to be answered. I'm going to guess this is a press conference the coach isn't looking forward to.
Santos now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bears continue piling on to this lead. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Starting from the 5. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Falcons with the football late in the first half. And we'll see if they try to establish some positive momentum before halftime here, Brock, or if they just choose to head off and lick their wounds. Makes Makes the grab in bounds, left side. Touchdown, Atlanta! The Falcons chop some of the lead off before the half. Drake London with the touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. You got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. He fields it from the 8. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Bears ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And last drive, he reached one of those numbers that everyone looks at as a benchmark after the season ends, Brock. Quite the year that he's put together finding the end zone. All right, keeping it simple, they're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. The Bears going to use their third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Motioning the tight end now. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. He'll throw it. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up. One last play before the break. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he has a decent gain on what's going to be the final play of the half. So we've hit halftime in Chicago. It's been a good one for the home crowd. The Bears out in front. Now we'll send you south to Orlando for a check-in around the league. No need for halftime. We'll just keep it right here and get started with the third quarter. Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. Here's a return from the 7. They'll bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. The home teams are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And our team in the truck putting these highlights together, well, they certainly had plenty of touchdowns to choose from. 4 of them, actually. Though the way he's been playing, Brock, you cannot count on him being done reaching that end zone just yet. First and 10 now from the 30. Drive begins with a run by Johnson. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have second and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4 at the 36-yard line.
Williams on the play action. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Williams set to pass. Complete beyond the marker. They get 27 on the play. And that's a Chicago first down.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn good play into a great play.
One of the tight ends motioning right. Williams to throw. Dump off caught by his back. He's contained at the line for no gain. Arnold Ebiketie makes it there for the stop. Second and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
At the 38-yard line.
Right up the gut. And he gets this one down to the 30-yard line. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got third and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up third and 3.
They give it to him again. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
First down, Williams. Pass caught by Odunze. Well, that first and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes teams break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal. They've got a man in motion. Williams from the gun. And he has the Chicago touchdown. The Bears grow the lead coming out of halftime. And with that score, he's reached a benchmark he's long had his eye on. 30 touchdowns in one season. And he's going to come away pleased with how well he has played to put up that kind of number this year. Santos now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bears grow their lead yet again. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. This return starts at the 5. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. Here's Atlanta ready to take over possession. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. And he has enough room to gain about 4. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 38. Completed to his running back. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. All set up now for 1st and 10.
First down, Falcons.
Here's Robinson up the middle. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4. Now after that play, we've got somebody shaken up. And you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Motioning one of the tight ends. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
They had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
First down, and they go right back to him. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
From the 26 on 2nd down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Penix here from the gun. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And that brings up 4th and long. So now on is Younghoe Koo for the Falcons field goal. Needs a good amount here too, 51 yards away. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And they're going to knock the lead down a small peg to 27 points.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
He stopped on the return at the 27. Here come the Bears back out on offense. And all the touchdowns are sure going to catch some eyes around the league, but sure not unexpected for those of us who saw how well he was throwing it back when he got his first couple of scores.
Yeah, and if anything, he's only continued to improve and play better, as this defense tried and failed to find any way to slow him down.
Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Kmet brings it in. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a pickup of 26. And that's good for a Bears first down. Able to get it to Moore. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. One of the tight ends motioning left. Here's 2nd and 2. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Williams. That pass caught by Dotson. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Johnson. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 17. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
3rd down and 6 yards to go.
Now Williams. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. That one intended for Jahan Dotson. And now a 4th down staring right at him. The Bears bring on Cairo Santos for the field goal. It's a 34-yarder from that right hash. Carney's kick is good. And a fairly insurmountable lead grows by 3 more.
You know, you look at that 3rd down play, looking back, and it really turns into a 3-point play. It's why situational work is so critical. Coaches talk about it all the time. Sure, you love the field goal, but man, they would have loved a touchdown more.
Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Falcons and Drake London headed back out onto the field. And he's been reading the coverage, dare I say, Brock, even better than his quarterback has all game. I mean, he just continues to find openings and make plays in this second half. Penix on 1st down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Taking a look at that scoreboard, and you just can't go backwards. If you're going to close this gap, you've got to stay on schedule. Had a hard time doing so with a double-digit deficit.
They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Another try following the sack. He'll get this complete to Mooney. And he's going to be out of bounds, I think, a yard or two short of the 20 here. And the Bears bring in an extra defensive back for this 3rd down. Penix working from the gun. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson has it. And the Bears are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six, yeah, it stinks for the offense. But that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
Thankfully, only one quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's the Bears with possession. Man, a big enough lead. They can probably coast the rest of the way. Second and goal coming up. 5 yards to the end zone. Working from the gun, Williams. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears are running them out of the building. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure is taking advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His second touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
Santos now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bears continue adding on to that lead. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Has this at the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. And there's only one team satisfied with their spot in the playoffs right now, and that's the one currently at the top. A lot of time left for everybody else to jostle for better position, or simply for one of the 7 spots available. Penix now on first down. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's brought down for a loss.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets him back behind the sticks.
Finds London on the slant. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Got his target, it's Otten. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Second and 6 coming up here. And again, it's Penix. Throw reeled in by London. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Third and a lone yard coming up. From the shotgun, Penix. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Jalen Johnson with the pick. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. Santos now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bears tack on 7 more to their lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick-6. Returning it from the 4. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The visitors and Michael Penix Jr. set to take over again. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? Number of rough moments for him. This defense able to pick him off twice to highlight their performance against him. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Fresh off the pick, here's Penix. Chased out to his right. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And a big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, this is a time where offensively you got to regroup, you got to get in that huddle. You know, and quarterback is the most important leadership position. Everyone's looking at you. And as a QB, after taking a sack like that, golly, you got to flush it, instill some confidence, and move this ball forward.
Let's see what they dial up on a second and very long. Trying again, following the sack. That's brought in by Mooney. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. This offense looking to convert as they come up on third down. Penix now. That's incomplete, trying to set up the screen there.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
They're out now, ready to punt it. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. He'll start from the 39. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. This offense and their quarterback making their way back out there, ready to take over once again. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. On first down, they'll run. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over it.
And he cannot shake the tackler along the line of scrimmage. Run play only gets back to the line, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Don't laugh at me, Kate. I almost wish there was an actual white flag on either sideline we could see waving in this spot, because that was an easy mop-up for the defense to force 4th and long.
Hunter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And that hit at the 5, but got the bounce it needed to reach the end zone for a touchback. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And he finds himself across an important benchmark for yards this season after that last drive. He stayed pretty busy this season, and the numbers show just that. On first down, here's Penix. Did not like what he was seeing, Brock, and he just hurls this one away. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Penix. It's into the hands of Mooney. And he's short of the first after a mile gain. The Bears into the nickel for third down. Penix looking to pass. He's on the move. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Penix now to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Penix here from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
This one goes for 3 yards. And it's good for an Atlanta first down. It's the 2-minute warning from Chicago. Falcons hoping to do some window dressing in the time remaining. First down, ball at the 36. Here's Penix to throw. Little off center. His man just couldn't adjust to it. Looking for the back that time. So that brings up 2nd down. Here's Penix. Passing struggles, bleeding over from that last play. He's forced to get rid of this one. So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Throwing now from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Falcons will have a first. Working inside the red zone. Oh no, they get him yet again. Tyreek Stevenson has it. Space on the right, he's got room. And forget the turnover, Brock, they take it back for a late touchdown. Went to the oh well one too many times, Brock, and this time the defense was ready for it.
Now, you make as many catches as he has in this game, you're going to attract some extra attention. They knew it was probably going his way in the near future. They had somebody there waiting for it that time.
Santos connects on the point after, and they'll continue adding to their lead. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He stopped on the return at the 27. Now here come the Falcons on offense. And they'll get one final chance in a game that, to put it mildly, Brock, has been a bit of a miserable experience for them. Getting right back to it after that interception. It is Kupp left side. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. They get an even 10 on that play. And it's good for an Atlanta first down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Throwing, Penix. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Third down, it's Penix. Cut out left. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. They get 13 on the pickup. And the Falcons will have a first. So Soldier Field sees another win for the Bears. And this winning streak continues to grow as they claim their 4th victory in a row.